ladies and gentlemen, the recording has started, and as we always say, this BlockSafe rocket ship has left the building. Guys, my name is Max Garza III. I'll be your host today. Thank you for joining us for our weekly webinar for BlockSafe. Many of you are here from all around the world: Sweden, England, Mexico, Argentina, the United States. We have some people from Japan here today. Guys, thank you very much for your quality time. We understand that your time is very precious. You know, like I told some of the members that got on early, some of you have families, some of you have schools, some of you have jobs, but guess what? At the end of the day, you're building a legacy for those that follow you, right? That hold your name, or for many of you that do charity work, because obviously many of you are also raising money so that you can raise awareness for your 501c3s that you represent. On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, right now, what we have is our official Telegram room. Many of you are using Telegram on your mobile devices on a daily basis to stay in touch with what's happening in the world of crypto. Now, as you know, guys, we've been literally building the Telegram room at just a super pace. The admins, such as people like Andy Wall, Gracie, Emmanuel, Ray Fulmer, etc., are doing a phenomenal job, guys. The beautiful thing about what we're doing with Telegram is we're building a global ecosystem. And so if you understand about ecosystems, I see Andrew Wall, I see you there. Okay, cool. The thing about global ecosystems is you can have a $10 million restaurant, right? Anywhere in the world, but if you have any customers, then you're not gonna get anything done. So what we have done is we have started building ecosystems from Africa to the United States to, I mean, you name it, guys. Literally every day we grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And the reason why is because people like you are sharing the information, creating blog posts, creating videos, sharing it on Facebook. And that's a very, very powerful medium. You got to remember, so many people around the world are trying to figure out what cryptocurrency and blockchain technology are going to do for society. Many of them now understand that the future is blockchain, just like the very first internet, which was the internet of information. Now we have what's called the internet of money. And you get to take advantage of that at an amazing rate, because what's going to happen is you're going to be so far ahead as far as your education in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology that you're going to be educating the future members of our ecosystems. So what I want you to realize is, for those of you that have team members that are not on our Telegram room, just make sure that this link is pretty simple. You can put t.me/official BlockSafe Technology 2019. You can actually join. They've got a desktop. You can do it on your desktop, or many of you do it on your mobile environment because it's easier, since we do take that mobile phone. You know, I know many of you can't live without your iPhone, or people like us that have Android devices, we can't go anywhere without those devices. It's amazing, right? We have them in the cars, we have them in the restrooms, we have them on our flights. I mean, we just can't leave home without them. So first and foremost, guys, to get your teams educated on what's happening in the world of cryptocurrency, but especially with BlockSafe technology, since we are going to be protecting the future of, you know, speculators that have digital currency wallets, secondary exchanges such as Binance, OKX, Lightbit, etc., all around the world, private public blockchains. As you know, many companies like Walmart, DHL, many fashion brands are looking at their own private and public blockchains, which is very, very nice. So I just want to go over some information that George sent out, guys. If you can see this real quick, let me just put this right here. So this was from George this morning. You know, obviously, you know, we're talking about you know, the STO. So what I want you to realize is George is very excited about everything we're going to be doing, and what I want you to understand is I'm going to put all of this information in a document so that you can review it and you can share it with your teams. Now, one of the things that I want you to understand is that BlockSafe Technology is, they're going to do everything they can to provide you with tools to be able to go out and speak to organizations, to be able to go out to speak to individuals. You know, many ambassadors right now are talking to wallet companies, secondary exchanges, because remember, they all don't have to be Binance, right? There's hundreds of secondary exchanges all around the world, and people such as yourselves are going out and building those relationships, or even with individual crypto speculators or individual people that use banking infrastructure. Many people right now do not like when their information gets leaked. So what I want you to realize is being able to use a technology, an encryption technology that's fully patented, is going to give you the capability to have the initial conversation with whatever organization globally that wants to protect their users, their platforms, and especially the value, right? Because at the end of the day, if you wind up losing millions of dollars because you got hacked or one of your members, let's say many of these secondary exchanges, a lot of times the way they get into their hot wallets is they'll go after an employee first. And once they phish that employee, they'll get their usernames, their credentials, because they don't have an encrypted environment. They'll put a keylogger, spyware, malware, you name it. And next thing you know, all of a sudden they're getting to that next level, that next layer, and taking value out of those hot wallets. So it's amazing how these hackers, it's a chess game every single day, but you are working with one of the most phenomenal companies in the world when it comes to encryption technology. Now, I did have this question this morning. Many people were like, hey, where do I go to sign up to purchase my BSafe tokens? Guys, as you know, you can go to blocksafetech.io, and when you click on sign up, you can register this link right here, account.blocksafetech.io. Sign up. When you click to be able to register, do your KYC, you can do your username, email, first name, last name. You're able to select your country from whatever part of the world you're in, your mobile device, your password, you confirm it, guys. And then obviously you put if you're a citizen or a non-US citizen. So obviously anybody in the United States, and then for all our brothers and sisters around the world, just make sure that you're not a robot or that you can do the robot dance like Andy Wall. The user type, an individual or corporation. Obviously, you want to read the terms and conditions, privacy policy. And then obviously you have to confirm that you're older than 18 years of age and that you're not a citizen of China, Vietnam, or Singapore. Now, guys, you can also register with your Facebook or Google accounts, and it's very easy to register. But the thing about it, guys, is many of you that are going to be purchasing your BSafe token packages, when the company initiates their 10% passive income distributions, many of you are the ones that are going to be benefiting from all the sales that they're going to be doing around the world. From CryptoDefender to Exchange Defender to Blockchain Defender, the people right now that are actually going to have the tokens, and in the future, you're going to benefit massively because you're the ones that are going to not just have the value in your tokens, but also be getting paid back 10% of a passive income from all of the sales around the world, which is very, very powerful. Now, obviously, I was telling you the reason why we love exchanges, and we show people, right? This is another exchange that we use, Bittrex. And as you can see, this is Raven Coin. But there's so many people globally, guys, that are using exchanges to speculate on tokens all around the world. Just so you can see, I tell people, the people that come on these webinars get to kind of see and get a feel for how these exchanges work. You can see like it shows you the value of the tokens. Monocoin is down 2.8%. Solve token is up 46.4. 5.8. Raven's down. Raven, if you can see over here, the 24-hour high was 883 satoshis, basically 7 cents, and the 24-hour low was 799 satoshis, 6 cents. But if I'm a speculator, right, I'm obviously going to be wanting to use our encryption tech, because at the end of the day, we don't want people being able to see our logins. We don't want people keylogging us, and just so that people can see that this is an actual exchange. You get to see all the orders, buy and sell, market history. See, I have an open order also that was placed on 6/4, was placed yesterday. So that way everybody sees that these are verifiable exchanges. But everybody that's using exchange, a mobile login, guys, an app, you need your encryption technology. And then obviously we're going to talk a little more about VPNs to protect your information. So the beautiful thing is you're going to get a PhD in how all this kind of ties in together. Another thing I want to show you, ladies and gentlemen, is obviously we're creating email ad copy for you. So you're going to get this in the Google Drive today. So basically it'll show you a subject, right? We're doing all the hard work for you, right? You can take this information and repurpose it for whatever you want. But as you can tell, we're going to do the subjects for you. Because many of you have autoresponders, and if you don't, we'll go through that over the next few weeks, because we're going to train you on marketing, doing everything. So from your name, like this platform, I'm going to do a presentation for everybody on Saturday on this platform, because this is what I use to be able to send information out and to get people excited around the world. But just so you can see ad copy, email ad copy. So as an example, you can see first name. If you're like many people, then you have always dreamed of working from home. Because remember, guys, the beautiful thing about BlockSafe, the ambassador program, it allows anybody, anywhere to be able to make a passive income with encryption technology that is fully patented, a phenomenal team behind it. We're not vapor, right? We have actual products. These are things that people can use to safeguard their bank accounts, their Fidelity financial instrument accounts, obviously their crypto accounts, because at the end of the day, you need it for your crypto accounts. It says, imagine waking up and having a commute of only 10 feet to the office. You could even work in your pajamas if you wanted to, like Andy Wall. The only reason I bring up Andy is because he does work in his pajamas. But I'll just go through the rest of the ad copy. You're going to get this in an actual document. You can use whatever pictures you want, but I just put this together for everybody today. So you see there's a picture of a Bitcoin, like a blockchain, and then we keep going down. That way you can see this. And then I even put a video of our fearless leader, George Waller, so that when people get the email, they can click on it and watch it. You see it says protect your blockchains, crypto wallets, and crypto exchanges in 2019. So you see, guys, this is ad copy. I even put a link so they can join our Telegram room. And then it says, thanks, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. Make sure you join us this month to take part in our free weekly Bitcoin, blockchain, and STICO trainings. To your financial freedom, and then obviously my name, CEO Blockchain Developers LLC, Blockchain Research and Development LLP, Smart Trust LLC, obviously my WhatsApp, my mobile, my Skype, my link to the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So you're gonna get all of this, guys. All this is gonna go into a package because we want to give you as many tools as possible so you can win massively around the world, educate your teams, motivate them. Because look, guys, the problem with too many people is from the time they were little, right? From the time they were in elementary, from the time they were in junior high, high school, college, many people told them they couldn't do something. So we're trying to flip that script and make sure that people understand that if there's a will in there to succeed, we'll help them, we'll support them, and we'll give them all the tools they need to go out and hit a massive financial grand slam. Or if you're in England, you can say, because people love cricket, or in India also, with my partners, you can say hit a six, right? Because that's like a home run in American baseball. Now, because some of you are new to this webinar, what I want to do is I do want to go over the presentation. So let me click on this. Hold on. I do want to go over this presentation real quick because at the end of the day, what I want to do is I want to make sure that everybody understands that we are going to create massive value around the world. And many of you are going to win with us. Let me just go to BlockSafe real quick. Yeah, I just had somebody text me and they just said, what's the actual website? So right here, guys, this is the actual website, blocksafetech.io. And let me just put that on there because I got some people that are asking about that website. So I just had a good question, guys. They were asking, obviously, what's the roadmap for BlockSafe technology? What you have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, is that many of us around the world are going to be using BlockSafe technology for decades to come. So the reason why that's great for people like yourselves and our companies that are blockchain developers is we get to use them as a layer of protection for any company that's trying to open up their own private public blockchain. So the roadmap, obviously, in that is that let's say that a company, just as an example, let's say that a company comes in and says, Max, we want to work with Walmart. And Walmart's not going to work with any company that's not using blockchain tech in 2019 or 2020 and beyond. Because Walmart has put a mandate in that you do have to use blockchain technology and integrate into their blockchain in the future, or else they're not going to use you, or they're not going to do commerce with you, right? So for us, a company like that, we would go and help them develop their own blockchain, whether they want to do a public, private, whatever they want. But then also we would put layers of protection in there. We would work directly with all our engineers, all the engineers at BlockSafe Tech around the world, and give them the capability to tell Walmart, hey, look, guys, now we can integrate into your Walmart blockchain, and we are super secure because we're using BlockSafe Technologies, BlockChain and CryptoDefender for all our employees and anybody that's just basically logging into their network. guys, it's a beautiful thing, because when people ask about roadmaps, remember that's what people have to think about. They have to think about, if you're going to be doing commerce with other companies that are in the blockchain industry, you also have to secure them, because too many people think that blockchains are immutable, and you can hack a blockchain just like you can hack a centralized server. So that's the problem with too many companies, is they fail to realize that just because you have a blockchain doesn't mean that you are exempt from getting hacked. So that's a great question as far as roadmap, right? You know, what are we going to be doing with BlockSafe Tech in the future? We're going to be protecting everything, guys. So obviously, if you have employees that have access to very sensitive data, you want to make sure that they can that they feel comfortable, right, logging into networks, putting in usernames, passwords, or your clients. So for that question, thank you very much, guys. That's a great question. You know, as we create more and more tokens, blockchain environments around the world, even with our other company, Dionysus.studio, which is a blockchain for Hollywood, you know, even that company, we're going to be using BlockSafe technology to safeguard all our members around the world, all the producers that are going to be logging into the Dionysus blockchain, and then obviously any other production companies, any other post editing companies that are going to be logging in and uploading data. We're going to be using that type of tech to protect all their information. Anthony, yes, the bounty program starts today, but obviously for bounty programs, guys, the bounty program is not open to any U.S. Because of securities laws. You have to be an accredited investor in the United States of America to be able to partake in anything that's STO related. So for that part, that is only for non-US members. So great question. All right, guys, so for those of you that are here for the very first time, I want to go through this presentation real quick, because many of you have put your teams on around the world. The beautiful thing, guys, some of you have massive teams, and all of y'all get together, you get on these webinars and you learn, and you go out and you keep building. So that being said, let me just give a little pause so I can break this off and then upload both these videos. Before we get started, guys, because Anthony had a great question, does anybody else have any questions about roadmaps, like how we're going to be using BlockSafe technology to safeguard people that are opening up wallets? Remember, there's over 2,200 digital currencies around the world right now. So you're talking about millions of wallets, and the bulk of those wallets are not even 2FA protected, right? Two-factor authorization protected. So the fact that we, as a family, a BlockSafe family, can go out and create value, protect their wallets, and then, obviously go out and make some money, right? Because this company is very special. They're going to pay you to go out. Instead of spending millions upon millions of dollars in advertising, they'd much rather pay that out in commissions to you, because at the end of the day, they understand that you're the ones that have the relationships around the world. So before we get started, Anthony had a great question. We got that answered. Let me just make sure that Anthony got that answer. Anthony, did you hear that answer? So yes, we're starting the bounty program today. Anybody else have any questions, guys, before we get the actual presentation started? Oh, perfect. You're welcome, Anthony. Thank you for the question. Great question, brother. And remember, guys, the beautiful thing about the bounty is, we're allocating 6% of our tokens into the bounty. So you're going to start seeing a ton of BlockSafe technology information all around the world. Literally, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Telegram, article submissions, videos, you name it, guys. It's going to get crazy. Okay, so nobody else has any other questions. Let me get this part of the presentation started. Okay, guys, so for those of you just joining, guys, and for those of you here for the very first time, this is the BlockSafe Ambassador Program 2019. My name is Max Garza III. I'll be your presenter today for this very special presentation. Many of you are here because somebody that cares about you and your family brought you to our company because they understand that you have a burning desire, one, to make money, and two, to be able to protect the value that you have in your bank accounts. For many of you that are cryptocurrency speculators or investors, to protect that value. So basically, we're securing the blockchain ecosystem, everything from crypto wallets to crypto exchanges and private and public blockchains, guys. Now, the beautiful thing about what we're going to be doing as a company is we're going to provide you all the tools necessary for you to go out and not just build a relationship, right, but also make the money. Because at the end of the day, we have the tech. We just need people like you to help us build the bridges that you already have. So the blockchain ecosystem is under attack, 1.2 billion and counting since 2017. That's closer to 1.5 actually, now that all these other hacks have occurred in the last few weeks. So wallets are getting hacked by malware using keyloggers to steal secret keys and clipboard capture to change destination addresses. The estimated for unreported user wallet losses are over $350 million. If your wallet gets hacked, you can't get that money back, nor can you sue anybody. The reality is Bitcoin is secure. The blockchain for Bitcoin is very secure because we got nodes all around the world, right? And ordinary people can protect it without much effort. The real problem is not everyone understands how Bitcoin works, which leads them to make choices that expose them to theft. Now, as far as our overview, ladies and gentlemen, BlockSafe Technologies is the only US-based company that secures the entire blockchain ecosystem, crypto wallets, exchanges, and permissioned blockchains from cyber attacks. Using its comprehensive suite of cybersecurity solutions, BlockSafe protects the ecosystem's most vulnerabilities areas, which are logins, transactions, confidential data, and private keys. Our BlockSafe mission statement is making the world a safer place for people to compute and obviously speculate on digital currency, because many of you are speculators. We have a very experienced management team. Just today, I was talking to this gentleman. He is literally an oracle of cybersecurity. George Waller is our CEO. He's an entrepreneur and technologist with over 30 years in the computer industry, and he's a co-founder of Strikeforce Technologies, Inc. He previously served as the executive vice president and chief strategist at Connexus Corporation, RX Remedy, and Teach Me IT, Incubation Systems, and Health Scout. Guys, another gentleman that is one of the hardest working men in the industry is Scott Whitman. He's our COO. He's an entrepreneurial sales leader. He's got 34 years of experience in B2B and consumer retail as an executive strategist and business development leader with cross-functional expertise in business sales and product development. Mark LK, Ram, and Dave provide massive value for us, guys, and massive support for anybody that's out there on a daily basis, describing about the future of blockchain and cryptocurrency. We have a phenomenal board of advisors, guys, from Howard Meadow to Scott and Schrober to Sandra Schneider to Steve Cooper. And Steve Cooper was the first CIO of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. He was appointed by President Bush after 9/11, and he led the development of IT strategic planning, previously FAA acting assistant CIO of the American Red Cross and the CIO of the U.S. Department of Commerce. So many of you today are here to talk about a product that we all are using, right? Because if you're a crypto speculator and you're not using CryptoDefender, you can be in trouble. And the reason why is that there's a lot of hackers, there's a lot of people fishing for information on a daily basis. In fact, for those of you that are in our Telegram room, I'm going to send you pictures of a hack, this guy, or a fish attempt through Telegram that people are doing. You know, we did Dragon Coin, which we raised $500 million for. And so what these guys are doing is they're getting numbers, right? They're like burn phones, and they literally are pretending to be people like the CEO of Dragon, Chris Ahmed, and sending people like us, messages stating, "Hey, I need 4 Bitcoin. I'm trying to close a deal, et cetera, et cetera." But we've been around the block a time or two, so CryptoDefender helps us protect or helps us with our encryption environment, right? But you still have to use logic, because there's many people out there that they're very, very well versed in human psychology, and they know that that a lot of people don't really pay much attention to messages, and they just do whatever, right? So, but the first product that everybody on this webinar and everybody that we're connected to in the cryptocurrency world should be using is CryptoDefender. Guys, with our keystroke encryption, it prevents malware from spying on what you type. The keystrokes are secured between the kernel and the wallet application using military-grade encryption. Now, the password you enter to log on or decrypt your secret key is safe, which in many environments, because people download free apps, is not, because many of you be surprised, because of all those free apps you download, you probably have some malware, spyware, or even a keylogger there. We have a secure keyboard. It prevents the OS and malware from logging your keystrokes. All keystrokes entered in the custom keyboard are encrypted. Now the password you enter to log on or decrypt your secret key is safe. We've got clipboard copy protection. It prevents malware from monitoring the clipboard to spy on, copy, and paste the contents of the clipboard. So the destination address to which a crypto transaction is sent to is not modified. Now, the secure browser is a custom secure lockdown browser that prevents the storage of cookies and other malware artifacts. The secure browser is recreated for every session. Now you can safely access your online wallet or exchange without having to worry about who is trying to get your information, right? Anti-screen capture is very important, guys, because there's programs out there that literally all they do is take snapshots and send that information from your mobile environment or desktop environment back to the hackers. So with CryptoDefender, we prevent screen scraping malware from taking screenshots of information serendipitously. Now, we do have a password data vault, which enables the AES 256 encrypted storage of passwords, keys, and data. Access to the vault can be secured via fingerprint. The secure browser can be launched from within the vault. So now we also have anti-clickjacking, which displays hidden frames or frames originating from a potentially malicious domain. This neutralizes one of the favorite tricks of the hackers to download malware onto your computer. Now, for those of you that hate making up passwords, because we all do, right? And then obviously many of you don't even change your password. You have that for every single login. I've seen that with so many people, and once they get hacked, like they get hacked with everything. All social media, all bank accounts, all crypto accounts, etc. The beautiful thing about CryptoDefender is the strong password generator creates strong passwords based on user-defined preferences and then stores them in the password vault for future usage. That way you don't have to keep track of 10,000 passwords, right? Now, how do we make money with BlockSafe? We're going to talk about the BlockSafe CryptoDefender 5-pack. Now, let me just see. I think we have somebody that's got a little question real quick. Let's see. Andy, hi, Max. Sorry, I missed the last few webinars because of the events. Is the bounty program different to the ambassador program? And so what is the difference? The bounty program, Andy, obviously is going to give tasks to people around the world. So there's going to be tasks like, I'll give you a quick example. People will be able to do articles like for blogs. They're going to be able to post blogs. They're going to be able to do videos. They're going to be able to do translation services. So like if somebody, let's say, wants to translate a white paper into Arabic, Spanish, Russian, Italian, French, or United Kingdom English, right? Because obviously the UK has a different form of English than the Americans do, and we know that's through experience that you gave us. Like, so now we know. So they'll be able to earn shares in our bounty, and then once the bounty is over and everything's calculated, then the tokens will be sent through a smart contract. So the beautiful thing about the ambassador program is the ambassador program gives us the capability to make money with all our products. The bounty program is going to allow people globally to participate with us and allow people around the world to be able to get stakes in our bounty, and then obviously from those stakes they'll get tokens. So okay, perfect. And Andy, don't forget. So maybe you can translate our American English white paper into UK English, just so you know, bro. Andy Wall and all our teams around the world, we always have so much fun when we're in England because we got this big old family, guys. We always go to the best places, meet the best people, but if you ever get a chance to visit England, make sure that Andy Wall and all our other brothers and sisters, our English brothers and sisters, take care of you. So now, how do we make money with BlockSafe? BlockSafe CryptoDefender 5-pack. Let's talk about this, guys, because look, you can't make money being undercover. And what I mean by that is, how are you going to make money if you can't even explain to other people how to use the product, right? Or if you yourself are a crypto speculator and you're getting hacked, who's going to believe you, right? People are always going to get hacked. I mean, that's just part of it, guys. If Binance got hacked for 40 million, sooner or later, many of you are going to know people are going to get phished, hacked, keylog, SIM swap, you name it. But it's $9.99 a month. It's a great investment for you to be able to protect your value all across 5, like with the blockchain, with the BlockSafe CryptoDefender, it's a 5-pack, right? So you can do whatever you want with those 5 licenses monthly. Let's say that Andy Wall bought a 5-pack, right, monthly, and he wanted to protect his daughter, his son, his wife, and then obviously maybe he had 2 devices. He had his iPhone and then his Macintosh, right? So he could protect everybody monthly, making sure that nobody, if they're going to be speculating on secondary exchanges, when I say speculating, guys, I mean trading, right? So trading on, let's say they're doing securities, stocks, right? Let's say they're doing Bitcoin and Ethereum transactions on Binance. You want to be able to provide that security to the people you love. Or maybe you have a nephew, a niece, right? Maybe you have a business partner that you know that doesn't create very strong passwords. This is why you have to become a beacon of the product. You have to be able to explain what the product does, how it works, and then guess what? Everybody starts falling in line, because at the end of the day, they don't want to lose. If you're holding $100,000 in a cryptocurrency exchange or $500,000 in a securities exchange, because you have a lot of stocks, right? And some people have way more than that. Because I know people that on a daily basis trade between $500,000 to 10.5 million in Bitcoin, and then we have OTC hot desks around the world that will do anywhere from 5 million to 20 million on a daily basis. And this is on a daily basis, and the smaller companies are doing it weekly, and even the smaller companies after that are doing it monthly. So imagine if you take all those people, if you take all the volume that is billions of dollars on a daily basis, and you realize that many of them aren't protecting their value, show them this product, right? So again, the monthly subscription is $9.99. It's good for 5 machines. You get to protect all your devices with these patent encryption applications from BlockSafe Technologies. This license will cover 5 devices. And don't forget the CryptoDefender features. It protects crypto wallet access, encrypts keystrokes, protects financial transactions, protects corporate data. It warns against clickjacking attacks. It protects from login breaches, and obviously it gives you a unique crypto color system. So your information on your mobile device when you're logging in will turn green. So when it's green, it can't be seen. So now let's talk about the next slide. So building your BlockSafe Tech ambassador team and qualifying for global commissions in 2019. Guys, don't forget that many of the people that are going to be qualifying for ambassador payouts, and obviously for our bounty, are going to have to be part of our Facebook ecosystem, our Instagram ecosystem, and very much so if they're not on Telegram, they're not going to get any tokens, right? Because literally the bounty managers are going to go in and vet all the information. They're going to make sure that you are posting or sharing content from the BlockSafe Facebook page, that you are posting and sharing Instagram pages, or you're liking and commenting on the Instagram page, and then obviously interacting in our Telegram room. So you're going to see, you've seen our Telegram room hit over 10,000 members in our family, but it's going to continue to grow, and more people are going to be coming in. And we really appreciate all the hard work that people like Andy, Ray, Gracie, Emmanuel, Dean, CB, the list goes on, guys. There's so many amazing people that are working with us on a daily basis. Now, have you set up your global ambassador program yet? Because many of you have these questions, guys. So don't forget, you go to the ambassador.blocksafetech.io site. Now, this is just a general, right? So these are like people around the world that are receiving our emails. They get this link, but you have to use your link. And so basically, you take all this information. You can download this document in the handout section of the webinar. You got some pictures in there. You got this document. Then you could just add your link right there, so that people sign up on your ambassador website. So you create an account or log in with your credentials. You click on the campaign option in the promotion section on the left-hand side menu bar. Here, the user can see the CryptoDefender subscription plan details. You choose any package and click on show banner option on the right side. Then you click on the image banner. After that, you click on purchase button on the right side for purchase order, and the register login will be completed for the process. You can choose the payment method, which is PayPal or Stripe, and purchase the order. And the users will get an email for the purchase confirmation as well. They will also get the license key after a few hours in their email address. So guys, all of this, remember, you can download when you go to the handout section. Make sure you download this presentation and just change out your link for that link. Okay, so now I got to give you a safe harbor disclaimer, because many of you on here are people that are buying tokens, accredited investors in the United States, and obviously offshore non-American investors. So matters discussed in this presentation contain forward-looking statements within the meaning of the Private Securities Litigation Reform Act of 1995. When used in this press release, the words anticipate, believe, estimate, may, intend, expect, and similar expressions identify such forward-looking statements. Actual results, performance, or achievements could differ materially from those contemplated, expressed, or implied by the forward-looking statements contained herein. These forward-looking statements are based largely on the expectations of the company and are subject to a number of risks and uncertainties. These include, but are not limited to, risk and uncertainties associated with the sales of the company's identity protection software products into various channels and market sectors, the issuance of the company's pending patent application, and the impact of economic, competitive, and other factors affecting the company and its operations, markets, product, and distributor performance. The impact of the national and local economies resulting from terrorist actions and U.S. actions subsequently, and other factors detailed in reports filed by the company. So now that we've gone over the safe harbor disclaimer, let's talk about investment highlights. Because guys, many of you, like I said, are the ones that always see your future thinking, right? Like you're on the cusp of technology at all times, or when industries change. I'll give you an example. Many of the people that I talk to on a daily basis that are part of our ecosystem for BlockSafe, many of you have seen transitions such as, the very first internet in the 90s, right? Like when the internet was taking off and many people made money because you had your technology companies coming in, like Yahoo, Amazon, you name it, guys. So many companies in the late 90s, early 2000s, y'all were making money all around the world because you saw these companies first. You knew they were disrupting everything from online sales to online banking to online dating, you name it. So you have first mover advantage with the recent launch of CryptoDefender and the Exchange Defender that are patented technologies. You have tremendous market opportunity from growing cybersecurity problems. I mean, guys, we just saw on the slide previously, 1.2 billion and probably closer to 1.5 billion dollars in hacks around the world just since 2017. Products create new revenue streams for enterprise customers. We have a comprehensive intellectual property strategy. We have a seasoned team which includes Bell Lab Scientists, CIO of JP Morgan, CIO of DHS, and the CEO of Security University. The BSafe token, a revenue participation token, provides passive income generated from recurring revenue from a SaaS model sales. So now building your BlockSafe Tech ambassador team and qualifying for global commissions in 2019. Guys, don't forget, you still have to get your KYC and AML finalized at blocksafetech.io. For non-American investors, obviously, so I'll give an example. So like Mr. Wall, he bought a package with his BlockSafe VIP 2019 code. You can buy a package, guys, a BSafe token package of 250, 500, 1,000, 2,500, and 5,000. People around the world, the reason why you are purchasing tokens is because obviously you want to be able to get in on the distribution of the passive income from all product sales, right? But then also they're your tokens. You can sell them on secondary exchanges at your wish because again, they're your tokens. For accredited American investors, BlockSafe has added shares to your token packages. We're working on solutions for you to get tokens in 2019 and beyond, guys. Many Americans that are non-accredited, remember, accredited investors, guys, are just investors that make $200,000 a year or combined $300,000 with their spouse, or have a net net value of $1 million without the residence. So at the end of the day, that's what an accredited investor is. This is why we're coming up with solutions, especially for our non-accredited American investors, because many of you see the future before these accredited investors do. So now when we're talking about the ambassador program commission structure, guys, you got 6 levels of commission. For all personal sales right now, you get 12% on personal sales. And remember the packages, so I'll give you an example. So that let's say if we're going to protect 5 devices, right? And it's $9.99 a month. If let's say Andy Wall showed that to me and he knew I was a speculator on Binance and on Lightbit and GateHub, literally I could sit here and just name all the exchanges that we're on. But let's say Andy shared that with me and I said, you know what, Andy, I'm just going to buy it for the year because I get a discount. If I buy it for the year, I pay $99 and I get 12 months of service on 5 devices. Andy would make 12% personal sales and commission. But let's say that I said, you know what, I want to be part of this ambassador program because I know a lot of speculators, right? I know a lot of people that are getting into crypto. So now let's say I brought a net in, and so obviously Andy would be making money because, if I signed up as an ambassador, every time, let's say that he brought me in, he'd be making 3% on my first level. And then let's say I brought in a net. So now a net's part of Andy's second level, we make 4%. Let's say that we brought in Anthony, right? So now on his level 3, Andy's making 3%. And then all of a sudden we bring in Ray. So that's 4% on level 4. Dean on level 5, 3%. And let's just say George Waller, I got him to get very excited about his own company, and Andy makes 4% on his level 6. So guys, you have the capability to make up to 33% of sales from your ambassador program in 2019. And it all started because I saw I saw a video, or I saw a blog post, or Andy sent me to the Telegram room, or I saw his Facebook post, and I was curious, right? It's all about sharing, guys. It's not rocket science. The more you share information, the more people are going to get curious, and they're going to want to make money, but they're also going to want to protect their value. That's what I want to do, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Don't forget that you are seeing this at its very genesis. While other people still don't really understand what's going on and how big this blockchain and cryptocurrency market's going to be, you already are starting to see the ripple, the tidal wave that is coming. If you have any questions, guys, don't forget you can contact George Waller, our CEO, directly at gwwaller@blocksafetech.com. There's his phone number, 732-661-9641. You can also contact me directly, Max Garza 3, the COO of Blockchain Developers LLC, Max at blockchaindevelopers.org, and my phone number is 214-770-9699. Guys, we literally are coming up with packages that are going to allow you to go to any organization. And to tell you the truth, it's not even going to have to be a crypto company, because if you know companies that have large databases of sensitive data, we're going to be able to protect that data, because at the end of the day, CryptoDefender can protect logins for people on mobile devices, desktop environments. Now, obviously, many of these companies are going to be looking into crypto. Just like I said, if you are an existing company right now and doing commerce with Walmart, Walmart has a mandate that in the next few months, you're going to have blockchain tech to be able to merge with their technology, and because they want to track everything, guys, basically from farm to shelf, and it's a beautiful thing. Let me see, Carol, Anthony, hold on, I got some people posting some messages. Putting exchanges and popular tokens in a document on the Google Drive would be great to help participants or users on social media. Putting exchanges. Okay, cool. So Anthony wants me to put some exchanges and popular tokens. So Anthony, open up a browser and go to coinmarketcap.com. In fact, here, let me show you guys real quick. Let me get out of this. Let me show you something real quick, because this is a really good comment from Anthony. Okay, Anthony, can you see my screen? So Anthony had a great comment talking about exchanges. So guys, on a previous webinar, I showed you kind of the coin market cap, and that way Anthony and everybody else and all the teams on here can see up here where it says cryptocurrencies 2221. That's the amount of digital currencies right now that are being bought and sold around the world. Markets 18,807. So basically secondary markets around the world. Market cap 249 billion. Guys, last year 2017, we almost hit $1 trillion market cap. It was very explosive. When we talk about the 24-hour volume, $75 billion just in 24 hours. The Bitcoin dominance is 55.6. But Anthony, as you can tell, like literally they're doing all top 100 cryptocurrencies by market cap. So obviously Bitcoin's the granddaddy, right, at $7,829.10 per Bitcoin. Ethereum is at $246 per Ether token. XRP, Ripple's token, is at 40 cents. Bitcoin Cash is at 397. Litecoin's at 103. And remember, guys, literally, like Litecoin the other day was almost at 113, so it's down a little bit, but still, you're always going to see fluctuations, guys, up and down. Nothing can ever just go up. You have EOS over here at $6.43 per EOS token. Binance Coin. So I spoke at an investor event this past week in Dallas, Texas, and I used Binance Coin as an example because there were a lot of people are like Warren Buffett, right? He's anti-Bitcoin, Anthony. So what you have to do is show people, instead of telling them, you kind of have to show them. So while I was speaking on stage, I told people that if they would have gotten into Binance Coin when it first came out, and they would sell it at today's price, they would have 9,000% returns. And everybody's like, what? So all of a sudden people would turn on, because I told them, go to coinmarketcap.com so you can see it. So if you click on Binance Coin, just so you can see, you can actually see all the information about Binance Coin. So you see the rank number 7, their website, their announcements, their Explorer, technical documentation, market cap, volume, circulating supply, total supply. But if you keep going down, you see down here, you see all the historical data as far as pricing, social media, what markets they're on, their charts, right? It shows the pricing. But when people saw this, it blew their mind at the event. So again, I'd much rather show you than just tell you, because obviously when you see it for yourself, and again, this is third-party data, right? This is third-party data. So you see the Binance coin price right now is $30.23 per Binance token. If you would have bought Binance when it first came out and you would sell today, 9,000% returns. Ridiculous, right? So that's what I'm saying, guys. The future of crypto is so, I mean, you're going to win massively. Many of you, and Anthony, does that, I mean, let me just ask you, Anthony, if you would have listened to a presentation that I gave in 2017 about ICOs, and you said, hey, you know, maybe I'll look at some of these ICOs, I'm pretty sure that you would have at least bought some of these, at least like, you know, 20, 50, 100 bucks here and there. Because I know a lot of people, we do a lot of presentations and we talk about tokens, or we talk about like BlockSafe, right? The BSafe token. And so we tell people, you know, buy these tokens before they explode, because the future is very, very, very bright for crypto. Now, again, I'm not giving you trading advice. I'm just saying many people, when they hear information, what they do is they go out and they do their own due diligence. And you see, even Anthony said, yes, that's true, I have. So yeah, brother, so right there, you know, I'm gonna go and create some documents and put some tokens. At least what I'll do is I'll put some of the top, you know, at least top 300, right? And so people can see some of the exchanges. But literally, CoinMarketCap.com has so much. You could spend weeks just on here learning about cryptocurrencies. And let me see about Carol. Max, I requested the trial CryptoDefender. However, support said on May 24th that it needed a keyboard filter to be installed, so they'll get back to me. So Carol, what I'll do is I'll send me a message. Here, let me just put my phone number. Do me a favor, Carol. Send me a message, and I'll make sure that that Scott and George get in on this to make sure that you get your trial, but just so that I can make sure that you know, they take care of your request. So did you see my number? I just sent you my number. Let me just make sure. Voila. There you go. So Carol, that's my number. Everybody that's on the webinar, you can see my number. If you have any questions, guys, I'm available 24/7. If you're out of the United States, you can always add me. That same number you can use on WhatsApp. And on Telegram, if you got a Wi-Fi connection, you can also hit me up on Telegram. If you're in the Telegram room, you can just look at my profile, Blockchain Max, and then call me on Telegram. So WhatsApp, Telegram, Line, WeChat, I'm on everything, guys, because we are a global company. So you name it, I'm on some kind of device, and you can get in contact with me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that being said, oh, it says you'll message me on Telegram group. Okay, perfect. So that being said, does anybody else have any questions? Because guys, at the end of the day, look, that's what we're here. That's why we do these webinars, because we want to provide you as much value. But also, if you got anybody that you want us to talk to on a daily, weekly basis, guys, let us know. You know, if you want me to pop open a presentation for a group of people that you have, I'll do that. Don't forget, make sure that you're clicking on our YouTube channel, because on our YouTube channel, you're able to send people to watch the presentations. We're putting the demo for CryptoDefender, Exchange Defender, and I need to get with George and see if Blockchain Defender is ready. But we're going to put it on a loop, just like the CryptoDefender loop that you have in the Telegram room, so that you have all these tools, guys. I mean, literally, these are all weapons for you to go out and make money. I want all of you, because you're giving me your time. I'm going to give you as much of my time as possible, so I can educate you massively, and you will become a crypto expert and make the most money. Because at the end of the day, it's the people that learn the most that make the most, right? It's not just about time, and it's about knowing what you're talking about, but actually using the product, because that's one thing. I've been talking to Andy and everybody, all the big leaders. If you're using the product, you're going to win massively, because then you understand it. You can explain it with more passion. So Carol, thank you for wanting to use the CryptoDefender. That's powerful, baby. That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, look, that's the end of our presentation for today, June 5th, 2019. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for spending this time with me. If you need anything, we're here 24/7. Contact George, myself, Scott. We are here to make sure that you get to the very, very top in 2019 and beyond. Have a beautiful day. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for your passion. Keep pushing forward, and don't let anybody ever steal your dreams, because you can create your future and nobody can stop you guys. Have a beautiful day, guys. This webinar is now adjourned. I like how Carol just put, have a great evening, bro. That's awesome. Oh, that was great.